Hey guys, welcome to NightshifterASMR. How's it going tonight? I hope everyone's doing all right. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Look at us, 2 streams in a row. It shouldn't be too much longer sidelines. I think ads should be over. Skittles, how you doing? So Sidelines was first tonight, and Saxman, good to see you, buddy. And Izzy, good to see you at the beginning of stream. Nice to have you here early. Name not found, it's good to see you. You weren't first, but you were pretty close. You were fourth. Mock, good to see you, buddy. And Skittles, of course, it's good to see you. I was wondering where you've been. I have a surprise for you tonight. Texas Rangers, what would you like to start us with tonight? How is everyone? Hope you all had a good day. I had a pretty good day. Ran lots of errands and stuff, but it was pretty good. Well, in honor of you, maybe not for you, but in honor of you. So, but it's nice to see you. Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a while. It seems like, Skittles. It's good to see you again. How's everything going? How's your new job? You enjoying it more? Okay, Saxman can pick. All right, what would you like to start us with tonight? Play something, Saxman. Oh, okay, flashbang. Okay, we can do that. I still need to remember to get batteries for this. Oh well, that's good. I hope you're enjoying it. It's not as stressful maybe as your previous job. Well, let's do flashbang. I'm sure all you guys have seen it, but just in case there's someone who hasn't seen it before, it is a light trigger. So this is your warning. What's going to happen? I'm going to count down from 5, and you're supposed to close your eyes. I'm going to turn on a light. I'm not going to say a very bright light because I think it's a little bit dimmer than normal. But anyway, the idea is you're supposed to be able to see it through your eyelids. And people say it reminds them of riding in the car as a kid at night and seeing lights go by and stuff. And I'll add a little brushing to it just to give it some sound. We'll do that for a minute or two, and then I'll count down from 5 again, and you can open your eyes. All right, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My brush isn't quite as good. Thought it would be better. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you go. There's the flashbang. I'll try and have some new batteries for next stream. I think it's just not quite as bright as it normally is. So you don't get the full effect, but I'll try and remember to get some batteries. All right, let's see. Yeah, I did. I was playing around with some new things today that it just happened to. Hey, Tori, you did. Hey, you made it. It's good to have you. Good to see you. How's everything going? I liked those little figurines. I checked it out in the Discord. That looks really cool. Yeah. Is that for like a Lord of the Rings tabletop game or something? Or are they just figurines in general? Just collector type things? I didn't know that they had a tabletop game. But anyhow, I was just playing with this paper towel, and after I ate my sandwich tonight, I had this paper towel, and I was like, I wonder what that would sound like. It sounds pretty good, actually. Trying to see what we can do with the paper towel, an ordinary paper towel. I'll have to work on it, see if I can come up with some other stuff. All right, now, someone asked for this last night, and in honor of Skittles, I remade the Skittles stick. So now we have a Skittles stick again. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but I think this tube is slightly different. It still has the Skittles sound. For those of you who don't know, we used to have a Skittles stick. It was one of my first triggers, but I had to throw it away because the Skittles obviously got rotten after a while. So I made a new one. Yeah, it has a good sound. I'm trying not to eat them. I try not to eat sugary candy. I like chocolate, but that's about it. Thanks, King. I don't know about that, but thanks. I don't have to be the best, but I would like to be the one of the top male ASMR artists anyway on Twitch. That I'd like to be able to consider myself that. In the company of Bowman and some of the others, but there really aren't too many of us, so. Yep, so we have to be the best we can because there aren't too many of us. Let's see. We haven't done this in a while either. This book. I thought we might just do some. That's right, Kingman. That's right. Oh yeah, Clive Barker's I Magica. It's a good book. It's oh, I thought you meant the title of the book. Yeah, I haven't read it in years, but I mean, because it's not the kind of book it's the kind of book you read like once. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Texas Rangers. Yeah, I just that song just popped in my head earlier today. I'm like, I'm gonna make that the title, but then I blocked out crazy because I didn't know if Twitch would get upset if I put crazy on there. But let's see. Let's do some wax paper. This is we were messing with this the other day, but we haven't done it too much. I'm trying to do things that we haven't done too much, so we can save. Oh no, it's a Pink Floyd song, Saxman. It's a Pink Floyd song. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Yeah. Hey, Letitia, how are you? No, it's shine on you, you crazy diamond. Yeah. That's my Pink Floyd imitation. Sounded just like him. Good. Yeah, I'm back in SPO. Yeah. We were back last night. So I'm feeling like things are evening out so I can get back on a regular schedule. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking good for Monday and oh, well, that's good. Well, it's good to see you again. It's good to have you back. Hey, JCS, how are you? Well, it's great to be back. Great to be back. Oh, your puppy's sleeping with you. That's nice. That's cozy. I'll bet, yeah. I used to have, my parents used to have 2 dogs, and when I would go over and babysit them, they would want to sleep in the bed with me, and I'd let them because they didn't get to do that when my parents were there. Let's do some spoons. Cade, thanks, man. Thank you so much. 10 months. 10 months. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for your Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome back. 10 months. 10 months. I appreciate your support. That's a long time. That's 2 more months, it'll be a year. What's up, Jonah? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, I was thinking, what do you guys think about starting earlier on the weekends, like Friday and Saturday, starting like at 9? Because sometimes, especially on the weekends, I get ready and then I'm just sitting there waiting for 10 o'clock, you know? So, I've been good, Kate. I've been good. Yeah. So I thought we might start around 9 on like Friday and Saturdays, unless y'all are like set into the 10 o'clock, like that's set in stone. All right, we might try it out and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Well, I figured it would just be on the weekends so that we could go a little bit longer. But we'll see how it goes. We'll try it next time. Next Friday. Let's see. What? Oh, Izzy, are you still here? Let's do some brainwashing. This is Izzy's trigger. Let's see. I need to figure out what kind of batteries these have in them too. I think this one is slightly brighter. Cutie Bunny Ooh, what a name. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. That's just about as cute a name as you can get. That's all the cuteness you can cram into a name. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. I'm laughing with you. Trust me. That is a cute name. Let's do some echo comb. Oh my goodness, I'm going to butcher this. Dayunuan. I'm going to call you Dayu. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm sorry I butchered it. It's probably easy to say. Jade. Oh, okay. Jade's easier. I know a lot of Jades. Several. I shouldn't say a lot. Several Jades. In fact, I was just in Jade's stream earlier before I started. Yeah, that's kind of hard to say. Dayu. Because it looks like Latin, and then you get to the eun on the end, and that's kind of hard to say. But welcome in. Thanks for dropping by and checking us out tonight. Appreciate it. Let's do a little bit of echo comb. Yeah, there are J's. I know at least three. Echo comb. How's the sound to you guys? It feels a little low to me, but I think my headphones are messed up. They might be going out. Oh, really? Mass Effect trilogy? Dang. $1.99 for 2 and 3. Wow, that's a good deal. I guess they are kind of old though, but still, they're pretty. That's a pretty good deal. Let's do a little bit of let's do some leather strap. There we go, a little leather strap. We're getting, let me see if I can find the other one real quick. We're getting, oh well, I don't see it handy, but we're getting it stretched out so that it's starting to get a higher pitched sound than that deep bass that we used to get. Let's do a little brain floss. We have a couple new people tonight. We'll do the brain floss. This is my signature trigger. I like to do this when we have new people so you kind of get an idea of the kind of ASMR that we do. As you can probably tell, I'm not a whispery, rub the mic all night kind of ASMR artist. I'm more about finding interesting sounds and showing you stuff that you've never seen before. That's what the enjoyment that I get out of ASMR. So this is one of the unique sounds, and I call it brain floss. Yeah, that's brain floss. It's one of my unique triggers. I like that one a lot. It's fun. You can just do that all night, really. Let's see. This is let's do some wave bag. This is another feature of the channel. I like to make my own triggers. Ghosty Uwu. Hey, thanks for the follow. We got 2 Uwus in a row. That's got to be some kind of record. Hey, thanks y'all for coming in. We don't get too many Uwus around here. But this one is, yeah, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. I appreciate that. This is called Wave Bag. It's one of my homemade triggers. There you go, Saxman. There's a Uwu. there we go, a little wave bag. You may also notice that I move through triggers quickly. I like to show you a lot of stuff each stream. I don't like to linger on the trigger for a long period of time. But there are ways you can extend a trigger with channel points, or you can just say, hey, can we see some more of this? You know, that's totally cool. So I don't know, Jonah. I don't know. We can do your trigger. We did it not too long ago, but we can do it again. Let's see. Jonah's Pulse. We haven't done that. We did it a few streams ago because I remember Jonah saying we haven't done mine in a while, which was true. We hadn't done it in a while. We have so many triggers. It's hard to remember to get everything. You know. Oh, is it Michnix or Mike Nix? Mike Nix? Thank you very much for the follow. Oh, and Sidelines, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. Here, we'll do Jonah. This is called Jonah's Pulse. This is Jonah's trigger. There we go. That's Jonah's trigger. And by the way, the reason that Jonah has a trigger, anyone can have a trigger. All you have to do is suggest a way to use a trigger differently. Like Breezy suggested putting tape on the microphone and brushing it. So we have a trigger now that we call Breezy brushing, which we will now do. So yeah. All you have to do is suggest a way to use a trigger differently, and then it becomes your trigger and you get to name it. So this is Breezy brushing. That's a good one, though. A little breezy brushing. All right. Hey, Lunar, good to see you. How you been? Let's use the rain jar. We haven't done this in a long time. Speaking of triggers we haven't done in a long time, this is an old school one from one of my first few streams. Good, Lunar, good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right, the good old rain jar. I just found that in the drawer, and I was like, oh man, we haven't used that in forever. Oh, all right. Well, let's show the new people some of the weirder stuff. Let's do tin can. This is a ordinary Pellegrino can. But I bet you've never seen anyone use it the way I'm about to use it. There we go, little tin can. And is it Axe? Axe. Thanks for the follow. I'll just call you Axe. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, yeah, I like that one a lot too. It's pretty interesting. That's the kind of stuff I like. Simple things that make interesting sounds. Lunar lightsaber name trace, all right? Here we go. Lightsaber name trace for Lunar. Excuse me. Get my yawn out of the way. I'm not tired. I just sometimes you just yawn, you know. L U N A R O Lunar 0 There you go, Lunar. Yeah, I think that's a pretty cool name trace thing. Yeah, it took me a while to get that. Yeah. Oh, they're hanging in there, Jonah. I mean, they're not doing great, but they're still kicking, so that's something, I suppose. My mother's having a fit because she can't work the direct TV. And I'm like, oh, you use it just like you use a normal TV. But she can't figure it out, so she's calling me. She wants me to run over there and change channels for her. I'm like, Mom, you can't just run over every time you need to change the channel. But I don't know. Parents, what are you going to do? I said, look, you got to figure it out. It's just like changing a channel on a regular TV. There's nothing to it. And she got all fussy. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't run over there every time you want to change the channel. Yeah, but I mean, you know, they're still kicking. So really, Lantis? I guess it's just, I mean, it's not that confusing, but I guess it's not what they're used to, so I don't know. The TV did a thing. Yeah, something like that. But the problem is my dad's no help either, because he's just as lost as she is. So, oh well. She'll get used to it. I mean, it's not that difficult. Let's do some bamboo cup. There we go, a little bamboo cup. I posted a video on YouTube that's a whispered poem reading because I got a few requests to do a whisper video. I'm like, well, I don't really whisper. That's not my thing. But I had done a few. I did like 2 whisper videos, I think, when I first started the channel. So I'm like, oh, well, I've already done it, so I'll do another one. But I didn't want to do like trigger words or the same old thing. So I just read a Walt Whitman poem, and I called it Whispered Whitman. I thought that was pretty clever. So excuse me. But yeah, I try and mix it up. I try and do like a VOD of our stream, some kind of literature oriented thing like the bedtime stories, or today I did the poem, and then a regular trigger video, so that you have different content, you know. That's right, Sunrun, it was witty. That's a good one. That's a good one. How you doing, Sunrun? It's good to see you. All right, let's see. Let's get down to business now. Let's do some... I realized we didn't do any Red Phantom yesterday because I had made pancakes. This is my pancake batter bowl. And it was in the wash, so I was like, oh yeah, we didn't do any Red Phantom yesterday, so we'll do some now. This is UFO version 4, known as the Red Phantom. Oh, that's right. Who doesn't like pancakes? I love pancakes. Oh, Twist. Hey, 1 year. Thank you for a year, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome back. A whole year. Thank you, Twist. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can try a smaller ball in the Red Phantom. I haven't... I have a wooden bead. I think the marble might be too loud, though. Well, I think anything, it needs to be like a rubber ball. I'll see if I can find a smaller rubber ball. And that'll be, see if I can find a smaller rubber ball. We'll try it out next time. That's not a bad idea, Jonah. I always want to experiment and find different sounds, so. Hey, Funky, how you doing? Yeah, that's UFO version 3. Let's see. Well, let's do 5. 5 is rapidly becoming my favorite. Just has such a unique sound. This one's a little bit different, so if you hadn't heard it before, it might be a little jarring. Some of my triggers are jarring, but this is UFO version 5. Thank you so much, California Snow. What a name, what a name. I appreciate that. Although Northern California gets snow, doesn't it? I don't know. I've only been to California once when I was very young. We went to Sacramento when I was like 5. Because my uncle was in the Air Force and we went to visit them. There's a big base apparently in Sacramento, or there was at the time. Let's see. What should we do? What should we do? We did book tapping last night. Why don't we do some tap set, some of Mr. V's tap set? We haven't done that in a long time. Yeah, I don't use this one too much anymore because I'm not sure how good quality this is to stream on. But like if we do game streams or something, I might try and use this one. We'll see how it goes. I haven't used it in a long time. But let's do some cigar box. That tapping reminded me of this tapping. Hey, Rythan, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the sub. Just coming in and subbing already. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Elcinder, it's good to see you. Good to see you in case you couldn't hear me through the echo. Oh, really? You use and a separate microphone. That's interesting. I suppose I could. I guess it doesn't make any difference. You just have to, I think, have two different inputs or two different, two different inputs for your OBS, huh? Oh, thanks, Rythan. I'm glad you liked them. We've got several cool tapping objects. So welcome in. I hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you. Owo Jericho. That's a cool name. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. this one's called the Cigar Box, and it does have a really good tapping sound. It's one of my favorites. We also have a good book for tapping, and this is our newest tapping acquisition, the iPhone box. Sounds really good, I think. A demonstration of negative affirmations. All right, I can do that. We'll just do a few. For anyone who's new, we have we can do flashbang again. We have positive and negative affirmations. I think we're the only ones who have negative affirmations. But basically, it's just negating the positive affirmations. But there are a few like you will never be good enough. You won't be successful. You are not loved. Nobody cares about you. You are trying too hard to be someone you're not. Your parents are disappointed in your lifestyle choices. You will never amount to anything. That's the general the general idea. But there's a section in Discord where y'all can make up your own and put them in there, and I'll use them. Because it's just for the community to have fun, and like someone redeems them, and they're only for that person, so. All right, let's do flashbang again. For anyone who hasn't seen this, it is a light trigger. What's going to happen? I'm going to count down from 5, and you're supposed to close your eyes. I'm going to turn on a very bright light. It's not quite as bright as it usually is because I need a new battery. But anyway, the idea is you're supposed to be able to see this light through your eyelids. And people say it reminds them of riding in the car at night as a kid and seeing other cars and street lights go by and stuff like that. And I'll add a little brushing just to give it some sound. We'll do that for a minute or two, and then I'll count down from 5 again, and you can open your eyes. Oh, Justin. Okay, well, we'll get to mic scratching as soon as we're done with this. All right, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That sounds about right, Lantis. What kind of cosplay do you do, Lantis? There's the flashbang. It's not quite as bang as it normally is, but I'll try and have new batteries for next stream. Oh, video game characters. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Have you done any recently, or just kind of a thing that you do in general? Twist, what would you like? I'm going to do Justin's mic scratching, and then we'll get to whatever you would like. Holy cow, Rythan. Thank you. Thank you very much. Rythan gifted 5 subs. Thank you. Thank you for completing the goal. Thank you, Rythan. That's very, very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Man, what a guy. Well, I say what a guy. Hey, Hustler, how are you? It's been pretty good. Been pretty good. Thank you so much, Rythan. That's very kind of you to come in on your first day and give 5 subs and sub yourself. That's I appreciate the support. It's nice to have you. No, we're not gonna set it. We'll just reset. We'll have a new sub goal next time. But I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all getting me there. I'm trying to build our sub base back up because, you know, since I had been not regular, we lost a lot of people. So I'm trying to build us back up so we can work up to partner level again. We're getting there. We just got to be consistent. That's what they told me. You know, they're like, you're not consistent enough. It's like, well, you know, I have other things going on in my life. So, but hopefully we can start to be more consistent now. Oh, really? That sounds really cool. Zay, holy cow, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Zay's an OG too. You were there in the OG times. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Hope you're not living up to your name. That's good. Next time you do something, take some pictures and put it on Discord. I'd like to see. Only if it's not risque, which I assume it's not risque. But that's cool. That's cool. I think cosplay became a thing. I was too old. It kind of passed me by before I was aware of it. I wasn't aware of it until later in life. Let's do a little fan. Little fan. Well, the schedule in the description is pretty much correct, except Tuesday I've been taking Tuesday off. We might start doing Tuesday again. I've just the past couple of months have been kind of sporadic because I take care of my elderly parents as well, and they've been having some issues. But I think things are evened out now to where I can get back to being a regular streaming person. I'm still not a full-time, like, this is not my job. Right now I'm currently out of work, but looking for a job, a day job, so I can keep streaming. But eventually I'm hoping that I can stream full-time, but that's going to take a little while. But long story short, we're gonna be more consistent, because when I applied for partner, that's what they told me. They said your numbers are fine, but you're not consistent enough. So I was like, oh, okay. So we just need to be consistent, and then we can get partner. Wow, in their 60s. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's not really an age limit, but I think it just started to be a popular thing. I was already... I mean, anime wasn't really popular when I was in those, in my early 20s, late teens. Like, the only anime that I saw was Fist of the North Star, Akira, and Vampire Hunter D. That was all the anime that we had, I think, unless you count like Heavy Metal, but I don't think that counts as an anime. Yeah. And then it just blew up, but I was already in my 30s by the time that happened. And I wasn't really paying attention, Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I love Heavy Metal. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. If you've never seen that movie, you should definitely check it out. It's my Lochnar, you stupid bitch. It's a crazy movie. If you've seen the South Park, that one where they're like sniffing cat pee, that's based on Heavy Metal. The part where he's like riding the bird and stuff, that's straight out of the movie. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, I love South Park. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I was big into it. Me and my friends were big into it when it first came out, That's how old we are. We saw it when it first came out. Yeah, I love the two aliens that are like doing space coke or whatever and trying to drive the spaceship. That was hysterical. Oh yeah. I don't remember when I saw it for the first time. It wasn't when it came out because I was too young. My parents it was rated R, I believe. It came out in like the early 80s. I think I don't know. I might have been 14 or something. But then I saw it at like a dollar theater in my mid-teens. You know. Yeah, it's a great movie. Den of Earth. Oh yeah, probably Lantis. I mean, most of you guys would probably, be people that I would know. It's just I live in, unfortunately, a rather kind of. I mean, there's cool people, but I mean, I haven't really met very many. But then I also keep to myself pretty much. So I don't know. But if I was like, if I was in a more metropolitan kind of place where I could go to like Comic Cons and stuff like that, yeah, I'd probably meet you guys. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting some of you guys if I can ever make it to TwitchCon. I'm hoping I can next year or the following year. I don't know. I hear it costs a lot, and it depends on where it is, Depends on where it is. The hotels, I'm sure, are an arm and a leg or whatever. But we'll manage because I definitely want to go sometime, Meet all you guys and I can come to your house anytime. All right. Jeez. Let's see. What should we do now? Seems like I had some other stuff for us to do tonight, but maybe not. Why don't we do some water bowl? Yeah, they're pretty expensive, aren't they? But I'm definitely going to go to TwitchCon at some point. I mean, I have to, But I do want to be a partner before I go because I think you have more access to things when you're a partner. So maybe next year we'll see how it goes. But I'll let y'all know. Anyone who can make it, that'd be great to meet you guys. Put faces to the names. Let's do a little water bowl. Sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that's true, Mock. I'm sure that's true. But you know, when I go, I want to be able to do the most possible stuff because I'm probably only going to be able to go once or maybe twice, you know. So I want to get the most out of it. I don't want to get there and they're like, oh, you can't do this. You're not a partner. So. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, I've never been, so I don't know how they work. Let's do little bands. Yeah, I know you can go, but like I remember Dizzy saying something about how she got invited to go to some partner-only party or something like that. So apparently they have events that only partners can go to and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm sure you can just go as an affiliate and walk around and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can do that. The wave bag. We did a little bit earlier. Oh, really, son? You can't bring a +1? Wow. I guess that makes sense. I mean, it wouldn't be partner only if everybody brought a friend. Ox. Okay, we'll get to positive affirmation. Just a second. Let me do the wave bag for Justin. Dang, thank you, Ryth. Thank you. That's 6 gift subs in his first, hour. Thank you so much, Ryth, and I appreciate that. Hey, Certifizer. Yeah. It's, I think it came out pretty good. This is one of my homemade triggers. Yeah. Okay, sir. I can understand you, so it's all right. Lances, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh, you've been drinking mojitos. Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. All right. Positive affirmations. All right. Positive affirmations for Ox. Let me pull up the list. Actually, I think I have, where's the written list? Here we go. we'll do a little from both lists. I need to make some new ones. I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe I'll try and make some tomorrow. And by the way, you guys go check out that YouTube video. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but yeah, because it is a special request for a whisper video. So it might be your only chance to see me whisper, because I don't whisper on stream. Oh, your cousin turned 18, so you're teaching him how to drink. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Here's some positive affirmations for you, Ox. You are worth it. You are worthy of a good life. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect. You are a worthwhile human being. You are more than enough. You always give your best. You can accomplish anything when you put your keen mind and kind heart into it. You care about yourself and others. You are full of love. You are loved. You appreciate the little things that make life wondrous. You are appreciated. Everything that you need to succeed is already within you. You bring your light into every situation. You make people feel comfortable when you are around. Your smile lights up any room you enter. You are capable. You are talented. You put your love into everything you do. You acknowledge your gifts and put them to use for the benefit of yourself and those around you. People miss you when you are not there. You are a beautiful soul. You don't let the negativity of others bring you down. You take pride in everything that you do. Your potential is limitless. You are blessed. What you do makes a difference in the lives of others. There you go, Ox. Some positive affirmations for you. I hope that makes you feel better. Yeah. All right. What should we do now? Oh, hey, low key lifted. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I missed that when it popped up. Well, thanks, Certifizer. Thank you. It's actually getting better. I had been stopped up for a while now, but it's getting better. I'm not sniffling as much. Oh, thanks, Socks. I'm glad you caught it. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I just had, that song popped into my head, and I thought, hey, that's a good title. Excuse me. You want to do the water hourglass, Jonah? We can do the water hourglass. This is my first homemade water trigger, actually. First one I made. It was like my second stream, and somebody came in and they were like, do you have a water trigger? I said, no, but I'll make one. And so this is what I made. Oh, that's good. You you ran off and you missed your surprise. Hey, Kitsune, how are you? How are you? Yeah, it used to be 18 here, at least in Texas and Louisiana, and I'm just teasing, Skills. I know you are. But here, you remember this? I made a new one. Hey, Zara, how are you tonight? Ooh, I like that emote. That's pretty cool looking. What do you think's in it, Skittles? It's a Skittle stick. Because the old one I got thrown away because the Skittles are rotten. Now it's 21 certified. Well, I'll give you a sample, low-key. I'll give you a sample of the negative affirmations. We did a few of them earlier. Skittles wants some negative affirmation. Okay, well, you're going to get more than a sample then. Well, this is to Skittles. Skittles is going to hurt your feelings. Okay. Here we go. Negative affirmations. Now, negative affirmations are only aimed at the person who redeems it. And it's all in good fun. It's just in joking. So, here we go. For Sour Skittles. You are not safe. You are not provided for. You are not protected. You are not enough. You are not balanced. You do not belong. You are adopted. You are not loved. Oh, now you need positive affirmations? Hey, Duck, how are you? That's just because she calls me Dad. I myself am actually adopted, so it's not a negative thing. But she calls me Dad, so I thought it would be funny. Okay. You are not appreciated. You are not beautiful. You are not capable. All is not well. Everything is not okay. You are not unique. You will never be good enough. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You're even worse now. Have a panic attack. You've earned it. You will never amount to anything. No matter how hard you try, you will always fail. Okay, that's enough of the negative. Now we'll move to the positive. You believe in yourself even when others doubt you. You exude positive energy. Because of you, someone's day is brighter. You are wonderful. You are abundant. Your life has meaning and importance. You have purpose. You are attentive. You are mindful. You are exactly where you need to be because you are needed here. You are a unique individual with unique gifts. There is no one else quite like you. You are joyful. You are free. You're striving to live your best life. You have the ability to make your dreams come true. You're perfect just the way you are. There you go, Skittles. And thank you, Rythan. Again, another sub. Wow, 7. Top gifter by 6. Thank you, Rythan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's a good one. That's a good one, Texas Rangers. Let me copy that, and I'm gonna paste it onto the. I'm gonna paste it onto the negative affirmations. You're the reason we can't have nice things. Well, that would have been a good one for Skittles. Ox, thank you for the resub. Thank you. You ruin everything you touch. Hey, that's a good one too. Let me copy that one. Yeah, there is a section in Discord for you guys to put these in, put suggestions in. These are good suggestions. Chat GPT. Oh, come on now, make them up yourself, Jonah. Don't let the robots do it for you. That's no fun. All right. Yeah, those are good ones though. Those are good. It's all all in good fun, of course. All right, let's move on. Oh, you're not dumb. You just gotta find your creative outlet, Jonah. You gotta find it. Let's do a little bit of foil. Okay, go. See you in a bit. Yeah, Rythan got you with the sub. Yeah, I'm glad Skittles could make it today. It's always fun to see you, and that was a good one. That was a good negative affirmations. Although I knew she wasn't going to be able to get through them. She always gets upset. What should we do now? What haven't we done? I'm trying to think of stuff. Ooh, Ox. What do you got for me? I still have quite a few that I'm working on. I got Lantises I'm working on. But what do you got? I'll put it on the list. Let me get the list here. Right now I have a flying bird sound for Furret, Aurora Borealis for Lantis, and Fresh Snow for Quack, but I think we did that. I haven't seen Quack in a while. But what do you got? What do you got for me, Ox? That was Flashbang. Zen Sand Garden. Well, you know, I got one time. It didn't make any noise. But I'll see what I can find. We can try it again. I know they have them at Hobby Lobby. We can try that again, see how it sounds. The one I tried before, you couldn't hear anything. It was just like, so it was extremely quiet. I think for something like that, you have to like have mics, real, you know, like the expensive mics that you can put down real close next to it or whatever. But we can try and make it work, Ox. We can try and make it work. Let's see. The light thing that you saw was Flashbang certifies her. We do that quite often. We've already done it a couple times tonight, so I don't want to do it again for a little bit. But maybe before we end, we got another hour or so. Let's see. Let's do UFO version 1. Yeah, I don't mind, of course, repeating triggers because we repeat often, but I don't like to do a whole bunch in like one cluster of the same thing, you know. At least we'll spread them out a little bit. Let's do UFO version 1 with the marble. Hey, Chassis, thank you. Thank you for the sub. Good to see you again. How have you been? My notifications are lagging a little bit, but I could read the thing, but I can't see how. There we go. 3 months. Ooh, just got back from a wedding. Nice. It wasn't yours, huh? Your spouse would probably be a little disappointed if you just wanted to watch ASMR. Let's do some, this is UFO version 2. Now this one doesn't actually use echo. This one is just by itself. Oh, you got married 5 years ago. Wow, well, congratulations. That's good. Yeah, the open bar is popular at weddings. I don't think I've been to a wedding since my sister got married, and that was like 30 years ago. Well, it wasn't 30, more like 20 maybe. A good ways away. Good time ago. Oh yeah, Loki, we can do the spoons. version 2 with the golf ball. Yep, we got plastic spoons. Spoons have been a pretty popular trigger. Yeah, like if I'm having a nice steak, I'll like a good Cabernet or Merlot or something to go with it. But I've never tried twisted tea really. I Yeah, I like just a good quality beer. I like Sapporo and Modelo and pretty much any good Spaten, any good German beer. I like Hefeweizen too. That's a good light spring beer. Is it spring or autumn? I think it's spring. But right then, normally about 3 hours. But on the weekends, we have the potential to go longer depending on how I'm feeling. Okay, Lantis. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. You too. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you on Monday. Or we'll see you next time. I'll be here Monday. I'll see you when I see you. I've had crafted beers before. Like I'm not sure if like Fat Tire is considered a crafted beer. I like Fat Tire, but like I said, I'm not a big drinker. You know, just I will drink socially. Like if coworkers want to go out to a bar or something, I'll do that. But and I'll occasionally buy like a 6-pack of Modelo and have a beer every now and then. But it's not like I'm not an everyday drinker. I'm not even an every week drinker, you know. Just every now and then. Yeah, I quit all that kind of stuff when I was 23, low key. I don't do any more drugs of any kind, and I just recently got off of tobacco. Which not smoking. I quit smoking years and years ago, but I used snuff for forever since I was in high school, and it was really hard to quit. Really, really hard to quit. I tried. It took me like 30 years to quit. And even now, I'm debating if I should go get a can after stream because I'm really wanting one now. But I'm trying to fight the urge. But Yeah, I've been probably completely clean for a little over a week or so. But yeah, it's really tough to quit because it's really, especially because for so long, like sitting at the computer and playing game, it's hard for me to play computer games anymore because for so many years, that's what I had I did when I was 20, in high schools there, but I quit all kinds of drugs when I was 23. I got into philosophy and that kind of stuff, and Eastern, especially Eastern philosophy and Zen and all that, about how overcoming your addictions and not being addicted to anything, that sort of thing. And so I've been working to get rid of all my addictions, and it's like Marune Moki. I hope I said that right. There's a saying that the adept has the use of all things but requires nothing, and that's kind of how I try and live my life. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Have the use of all things but require nothing. So, and getting rid of tobacco is like my last stepping stone. But it's really hard to have nothing, you know? It's really hard to have nothing, especially when you're so used to every time I sit down at the computer, I had a dip, you know? Every time I watched a movie, I had a dip. It's just, I grew up in Texas, and in high school, everybody dipped. And we all played football, and, we had dips while we were on the sidelines, So I grew up with it. It's been a part of my life for so long. And it's extremely hard to get rid of it. But yeah, I've been using that tobacco alternative, and that helps a little bit, but it's not the same thing. So struggling with names, huh, Brian? Well, But anyhow, yeah, so it's kind of a constant battle, but I've been doing well. I think I'll be all right tonight. I'll just have some of that fake dip, and then try and go to bed early. I'm always fine. It's crazy because you can be like, I don't know if anyone else has this experience, but you can just be like craving and craving, and craving, and then you get in bed and you're all right. You get in bed and your body's like, okay, it's time to go to bed. So. Thanks, Tree. I appreciate that. As long as it's not like, what's his name? Dontavius Marquis, whatever, the third or whatever. It's like, and then he wants a name trace. It's like 30 letters long. Not really zero. I mean, a little bit. Like, Don Quavius. Yeah. I do have a little stain, like right at the line there, but you can't really notice it unless you're really looking. And I use whitening toothpaste and all that sort of stuff. But like I said, I've been trying to quit for years and years and years, so I would like wean myself off. Like I would make one can last, like 3 or 4 days, whereas when I was in my prime of addictions, I was smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day, dipping 2 cans of snuff a day, and smoking pot on top of all that. But I never really drank, so that was my one good thing. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to just live on nicotine. That's probably why it's so hard for me to quit. No, not Lucky Stripes. I smoked Camels. Camel filters for a while, and then I switched to Camel Lights. But I quit smoking probably over 20 years now. Over 20 years. So the last things that I had was just the dipping, and really because I would only, I would get up in the morning, I'd go to work, I'd work all day, and I'd come home and I'd sit down at night and play on the computer, play games or whatever, and I would have a dip, and then I'd go to bed. So I was really only having like one dip a day. Now, occasionally, if it was my day off, I would have it throughout the day. But on a normal working day, I would only have one. So it was like, well, like I said, Zara, I didn't quit cold turkey. I tried to kind of wean myself off, and then at some point, you got to go cold turkey. But I'd get a can and just make it last. Like if I was to buy a can tonight, I'd try and make it last like 3 or 4 days, and then quit again. So it'd be just basically delaying quitting. Oh, the smoking? Yeah, actually I did quit cold turkey, but it wasn't the same because I was still dipping, I just quit smoking. But yeah. Bong ribs and coffee. And now I was a wake and baker when I was in my like 20. When I was 20. Hey, Alex, how are you? Yeah, I did all the stuff, man. I wish I have some pictures on Facebook. I could probably copy and show. I don't know if I could copy and show them or whatever, but some pictures back. I used to have hair like down here. I wore tie dyes. I was really into the Doors and Floyd and Led Zeppelin and all that, and all my, we were stoners, and I did pretty much everything that didn't require a needle. I didn't do anything hard, but acid. I did crack one time, and because someone was passing some around. I did coke a couple times, but I never liked the upper stuff. I liked more the mellow stuff. I wasn't a hippie because I didn't have the attitude. I was really into Jim Morrison and the Doors, and Jim wasn't a hippie. He was anti-hippie. But I was into expanding my mind and, that kind of thing. Yeah, can't run for president. But yeah, doing it as an exploring your consciousness and that sort of thing, But got some aura, yeah. How's it going, Zach? But yeah, but then like I said, when I was 22, almost 23, I had a spiritual awakening. I call it a spiritual awakening. I don't know what it was really. I had this. I was like meditating, and all of a sudden I saw this really bright light, and I like lost consciousness, and I don't know what for like a moment I was conscious, and yeah, for a moment I was conscious, and I could feel like it was like stars just streaming, and it was ecstasy. It was like better than sex. It was just like pure ecstasy, and then I don't remember anything else, and when I came to. Yeah, I started exploring what had happened, and I got into philosophy and different things. Oh yeah, I still meditate every day. Yeah. And the best I can it was a spiritual experience. I can't find any other explanation for it. And so I started exploring different things, but I got into the whole self-improvement idea that runs through Zen and Taoism about, overcoming, he who overcomes others is strong. He who overcomes himself is mighty. That's the whole idea of overcoming yourself. So that's what I've been trying to work on for most of my adult life, getting rid of the things that don't really matter, the mindsets and physical addictions and things like that. Well, that's probably, Zara, because you have an idea of what meditating is, and most people think it's like just sitting there with your legs crossed and making like things with the hand. You can meditate. All meditation is just lean back in your chair and close your eyes and let your mind drift. That's what meditation is. And then eventually you'll be able to catalog things. It's being in a flow state. That's how like the Taoists describe it. It's not trying to clear your mind. It's not trying to control anything. It's letting your mind be and letting it empty naturally. And it really won't empty. Things will flow through it, and they won't linger the way when you grasp them and you try and think about them, or you try and categorize them or whatever, then they linger. But if you just observe them and you just, a few hours a day, it just depends how much time I have during the day. But basically, it's just clearing your mind. And I don't know how else to say it. It's relaxing your mind. That's a better way to put it. It's relaxing your mind. Because if you notice why we're so stressed all the time, and like you're clenching with your mind onto ideas and all the things that you need to do and all these things, it's like a fist, and you're clenching with your mind. And that's why so many people enjoy pot, because pot allows you to relax your grip and let things flow out. You basically don't give a shit anymore, Yeah, yeah. But that's what that. Yeah, I usually, I don't require a lot of sleep. I only sleep a couple hours a night, really. Every once in a while, I'll get a good 8 hours or whatever. But I function, I think because I worked nights for so long, I function on only a few hours of sleep pretty well. So, but yeah, it's I may have a long time ago, I may have one time at a college party, a long time ago. There you go, son. Yeah, that's a pretty good description of it. Yeah, it's hard to explain how to meditate, but really there is no right or wrong way. It's whatever works for you, and it's basically just being able to relax your mind and observe how thoughts pass through your mind, but not attach yourself to them. No, I don't have visions. No. I won't be on tomorrow's Certifizer. I'll be back on Monday. Yeah. Now I have had visions before, but well, I don't know how to explain it, but I have had a couple of visions before, but not normally, not like when I meditate normally. Normally, meditate is just a way to relax, relax your mind and let things flow, let stress flow out of your body and that sort of thing. That's why I look so young and beautiful, because I let go of as much stress as possible. Right, Sarah, right. Let's do some pill bottle. But yeah, stress is a killer. I mean, that's what ages people, is all that stress, all that worry. That's what I love about Taoism so much. It's like, that's what, because when I first learned about it, because I didn't know about it, but I started reading it and I'm like, this is exactly what I already think. I was a Taoist my whole life and I didn't know it, It's like, this is exactly how I think. It's like, why are you worrying about all these things? People living in fear, and especially, like, our society preys on fear, runs on fear. Like insurance, the whole insurance racket is all about fear. What if something happens? Give us a lot of money in case something happens, But all that kind of living in fear and everything, and why? If something's going to happen, it's going to happen. And then you deal with it, So, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe that's just the way I'm built, but it appealed to me, It's like relax and allow life to happen. It's going to happen regardless. There's no sense in, yeah. Yeah, Mock. I mean, you know, I'm not saying don't go get insurance. I'm just, to me, I don't like the whole idea of it because it's like, well, because I believe that everything happens for a reason. And if if your karma is to get in a car accident and then you you have insurance that makes it like it never happened, well, just another accident's going to happen, because it's your karma to be in an accident. So that's the way I see it. You're trying to interject your will into the whole karmic situation, and that never ends well. So I just relax and let things well, I mean, if that kind of insurance, like life insurance, that's fine because you're just leaving money to other people, You're not trying to change the outcome of something. That's I'm just talking about for my sake. I don't like the whole idea of paying someone in case something happens, because I believe everything happens for a reason, and if something is supposed to happen to you, then it's stupid to try and change that outcome to something that you think in your in your logical mind is the better outcome. But how do you know? Obviously the universe wanted that original outcome for you. So that's just the way I look at it. Timothy, thank you for the follow. Thank you. So I'm not giving advice. I'm just sharing my opinion of what I do for me, Let's do some pills anyway. There you go. Yeah, but that's what that's I don't know, Mike. I guess it depends on because God should be the only security that you need. you know, it's God's will. So what other security do you need? That's the way I look at it. But I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess. I'm one of those people who've just always known that everything's going to be okay. You know what I mean? It's like it inside that it doesn't matter what happens, everything's going to turn out okay. So I don't sweat stuff. From a very young age, I can remember thinking that. Oh yeah, absolutely, Saxman. Yeah, I mean, you have to deal with reality the best way that you can. Everyone doesn't have I'm fortunate. I know I'm a very fortunate person. I don't deny that at all. I've had resources that I didn't really I haven't had to. I haven't ever had to. No, I won't say I haven't been. I've had to eat crackers and ketchup before, yeah, for sure. But even at that time, it wasn't like a life or death situation. I knew things were going to work out. It was just a matter of time, you know. So anyway, that was when I was in Vegas. When I was out of work for a long time in Vegas, and I was down to crackers and ketchup. But then I found a job, and I started making a lot of good money, you know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's just my nature. I'm positive by nature. I don't really get distressed about things. But then I don't really, some toast and jam, absolutely. I don't know. I'm one of those people that doesn't really need things or anything like, and especially cancers. You know, we are what our we carry our home wherever we go with us. You know, we're at home wherever we go. Yeah, rice is good. But anyway, so I don't need a lot of stuff. Like my mother's a Taurus. She would die if she didn't have stuff. You know, you should see her room. It's just piled full of stuff. And she's not a hoarder, thank God. Thank God she's not a hoarder. But Taurians, they just love stuff. They love material things that they can hold and thing. And, you know, I'm a Cancer, a Leo, and Aquarius are my three main signs. And Aquarius doesn't need things. Cancer doesn't really need things. And Leo expects to have things so they don't care about it. Anyhow, let's do some bands. All right, there we go. The bands. Yeah, I like that one. A lot of it's kind of a creepy, unusual sound, but it's interesting. Let's do a little tingle board too. Do a little tingle board while we're doing the cardboard ones. Do a little sip of water here. It's getting kind of hot now. It's one of those muggy Mississippi nights. Hey, is it Wishu? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. And we got about a half hour left, so if you got stuff you want to see, now's the time to ask. We'll do another flashbang because Certifies are wanting to do a flashbang. We'll do a oh my goodness, tree. Dang. I was just thinking we can spot you the 12 points, Duckman, but you got them already. So, hey, El Bitter, how are you? It seems like I hadn't seen you in a good bit. Good to see you again. Yeah, we can do leather strap. We'll do lightsaber name trace for Duckman. Then we'll do some flashbang while we have the lights dimmed. Then we can do some leather strap. All right, let's see. Here we go. Lightsaber name trace for Duckman 55. There you go, Duckman. Now, let's do a flashbang while we have the lights dimmed. Glorious, glorious. All right. For anyone who hasn't seen flashbang, it is a light trigger. I give the same spiel all the time, just in case somebody hasn't seen it before. So if you're light sensitive, this is your warning. What's going to happen? I'm going to count down from 5, and you're supposed to close your eyes. I'm going to turn on a very bright light, even though the battery's almost dead, so it's not as bright as it normally is. But the idea is you're supposed to be able to see the light through your eyelids. And people say it reminds them of being a kid and riding in the car at night and seeing the lights go by. Hey, AJ, good to see you. Good to see you. You forgot, Marcel? But anyhow, I'll add some brushing, and we'll do that for a minute or two. And then, excuse me, I'll count down from 5 again, and you can open your eyes. All right, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You demand I adopt a fluffy kitty? Oh my goodness. I'd love to have a pet, but I just don't feel like it's fair to have a pet in an apartment. Especially when I'm not here very often. Whenever I get a place that's big enough or is out in the country somewhere, that's my ideal, is to have a place out in the country somewhere. Then I'll have dogs and cats, because I love animals and they love me. My parents' animals have always loved me better than my parents. But whenever I go over there, the dogs all come jump up and sit on my lap, you know. How's it going, Frozen? But yeah, I just don't I don't like the idea of having an animal by itself all day while I'm not here. I just don't think that's very humane. Oh, it's going well, Frozen. Yeah, much better now. Things are getting back on track, I think. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That's the flashbang. It's a little bit less flashy and bangy because the batteries, it looks a little dim to me, but I'm going to get some fresh batteries for it. And I'll have those for next stream. I think I may actually have some around here because I think that one takes AA. Or it might be AAA. This one I think takes AAA. Oh, Gloria, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Let's do the leather strap. That was requested even before AJ got here. But I was going to do it for AJ anyhow. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I'm all interested in other people and going into other streams and checking stuff out. But very few other people, apparently, especially the girls, seem uninterested. Um, but I understand that now. I guess I was optimistic. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make friends. We're gonna share ideas and stuff. Nah, not gonna happen. So, oh well. I know Bowman's like me. He likes to do that stuff too. You know, maybe it's just the guys. The girls, I think they have their formula, and they don't really care about exploring anything outside the box. You know. So, not all of them though. I'm sure, you know, some of them seem pretty creative and interested in ideas and stuff. But I've ran into a couple, so I'm just not gonna suggest anything anymore. I'll just pop in and check them out and not say anything and leave. And if they're worth hanging around in, I'll hang around. Yeah, we're gonna end in about 15 minutes, Zach. Yeah. Got my macadamias tonight too. But then we'll be back on Monday. I don't foresee any issues with streaming Monday, so. Yeah, James is cool. I like yeah, I check him out pretty often. We go raid him pretty often. He does a lot of cosplay stuff. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I like to check everyone out and see what everyone's doing, because I'm interested in the creativity of it, you know. But the artistry of it, I guess. But I guess some of them are not. So that's okay. To each his own. All right, let's get a name trace for Zek. Maddie ASMR. I'm not sure I know Maddie ASMR. I'll have to go check it out. No. I do like a girl on YouTube named Maddie, but I don't remember, and it's Maddie ASMR, but it's with an I think. Oh, really? Interesting. All right, what are we doing? Lightsaber name trace for Zek. All right, here we go. C. You know, I've heard mixed things about OnlyFans, though. I'm sure some of them make a killing, but I've heard that some of them don't really make very much at all. And then I don't remember what it was. It was some kind of documentary or something I was watching, or actually, no, it was a YouTube, and it was I don't remember. I want to say Brett Cooper, but it's not Brett Cooper. It's Brett something. It's a girl, and she does commentary. But she was talking about these girls that that like put out all this, X-rated stuff on OnlyFans, and they weren't making any money, and yet all that content is out on the internet. Because what happens is people copy that content with screenshots and stuff like that, and then they don't need to pay for it. So it's kind of tricky, but I don't know how true it is. I don't know anything about OnlyFans. But it makes sense. I mean, someone could pay whatever to get in and then copy everything. Yeah, but she was saying that it was like, and then the people who were, who were, what was it? I lost my train of thought. All these people were trying to get out of the business or whatever, and they were like trying to, say, well, I've locked my, well, that's okay, Mock. That was Zara. I read it, I saw it, but it was okay. But it was Zara you deleted, Mock, not Tree. But it was both the same term, porn or whatever. But yeah, they were saying they thought that they had control of their content, but they didn't, and then so it's like they're all of that content is like for the world to see forever. Once it's on the internet, it's there forever. So I thought that was pretty interesting because I'd never thought about it that way, but it's true. So I would think twice before you get into doing anything you wouldn't want the world to have access to. Yeah. But it was, yeah, it was some pretty famous porn stars too. I don't, what's that one, Riley something, and someone else, and they were like trying to get out of the business, and they couldn't get a control of their content or whatever, and like they had lost their families over it and all this kind of stuff. But that kind of stuff, people don't think. You don't think long term. It's this instant gratification, and I'm going to make a lot of money, but you don't think long term. It's all going to come back to haunt you. I've never heard of like a positive success porn story. Never heard of one. Jeez. That reminds me of the movie. If you guys ever get a chance to see Star 80, it's not really porn because it was about a Playboy playmate. But, well, didn't Ron Jeremy die of some kind of disease? Yeah. Yeah, I can't think, but, yeah, Star 80 is about Dorothy Stratton, who's, she was a Playboy playmate like in 1980, and just this nice little girl from Canada, and she met an older guy who got her, started controlling her life and everything, and ended up killing her. But it's a really good movie. Mariel Hemingway plays her. It's a really good movie if you ever get a chance to see it. Yeah, Sasha Grey. I've seen there's several of those girls on Twitch now, aren't there? Yeah, I just I see there's another one. What's the other one? Her name starts with an A or something. There's another porn star. So, well, good for them if they can, if they can get out of the industry and transition. So, but still, yeah. I mean, that's kind of, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some guys are into that, but how do you get a date? It's like, oh yeah, I have a 3,000 body count, and anybody can watch it on DVD or whatever, or whatever, It's like, don't you want to be my boyfriend? Maybe some guys would, not me. Anyhow, let's see. How do we get off on these topics? You guys get me on rants and stuff. Let's do it. We got time for a couple more triggers. Well, what would you like? What would you like? What's a good one to end on? I don't know if we're gonna raid tonight. Yeah, tangent trains. Yeah, we have a lot of tangent trains on this channel. But I don't know if we'll raid tonight. Maybe we'll see who's available. But I think we haven't really met anyone new to raid recently. I don't know, Brutox. I would be scared because they're sure to have herpes or some kind of something. I wouldn't want to mess with anything like that. Yeah. I mean, it's too dangerous. It's not worth it. And most of them are not that attractive anyway, really, when you get down to it. Or at least they're not my type. I like the good girl types. I never been into sluts, never been into that. But I grew up in in the 80s, and when everyone when everyone was preppy, and I lived in a part of town where like my high school growing up had like 6 minorities. Like the whole high school had like 6 individuals of like there was like two blacks, 2 black people in my, maybe 3. I think there was a black girl too. And then we had like a few Asians and like a couple of Hispanics. But that was just because of the neighborhood. It was nothing to do with zoning or anything. Hey Mikey, how are you? That's just how it was back in the 80s. I went to Memorial High School in Houston, Texas, and it's like right in the middle. So that formulated that kind of, you watch any 80s high school movie, that's what I grew up with. That's what formulated what I'm attracted to in a woman. I like the girl next door type, But that's not to say, I mean, I've broadened my mind, like I do like, I just don't, I don't like trash, put it that way, but who does, learning how to knit mock, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Get the cats off the counter. I mean, I don't mind if a girl is like wild or whatever, as long as she's not trash and slutty and sleeping around on me, If she's loyal, because I'm loyal, then that's fine. She can have tattoos and all that sort of thing. I used to not be open to tattoos. That used to be like, that used to be a, what do you call it? A deal killer, a deal breaker. Yeah. I didn't like tattoos. To be fair, I've been burned by just about every girl with tattoos that I tried to date. So, but I am open to it at any rate. But, yeah, I just don't find them attractive, but I understand that some people do. So whatever. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find a good girl these days, but they're out there. They're out there. Anyhow, let's see. Let's call it a night before I go off on another tangent for an hour. Let's see if there's anyone to raid. I know Yar's there. I know Yar. There's still quality women out there. It's just, yeah, like Mark said, with social media, or maybe it was whoever said it. I don't see. Social media is like destroyed, especially the younger generation. Older women, not so much. And, I shouldn't say older. People slightly younger than myself. It's not as bad, but the kids today, the 20-year-olds and 21, 22, and man, they're just totally messed up. They don't have any sense of propriety. It's just anything goes. And yeah, it's kind of I mean, it's going to come back to bite them for sure down the road, but they don't understand. Yeah, they're entitled for sure, but it's just like that. I mean, I was talking, there's like, talking to this one girl, and she's like, oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't even want to say what she was saying, but they're just like talking like, I mean, you used to say only sailors talk that way, but these are like kids, and they're like, you would think if you saw them from a distance, you're like, oh, they're like cute, nice little girls. But you get up and they're talking about, oh, yeah, and I did this and that, and I had, whatever, all these, and it's just like trash. It's like, what are your, I was going to say, what are your parents doing? That most of them probably don't have parents, and that's the problem. It's like they have a single parent who's probably an alcoholic or something like that, doesn't raise the kids. I think a lot of them are that way. And I think that's a big problem with society today is there's no one to raise the kids because the parents were the kids that didn't get raised properly, and those parents were kids who didn't get raised properly. It's just a long chain, and it's snowballing to now where you just have 13-year-olds talking about how they blew some guy in the restroom and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know what this, what's this world coming to? I'm an old fart, But Jesus, there's right and wrong, Somebody's got to get these people under control. Yep. Okay. There we go. That's the end of the tangent. Let's get out of here. Let's see who's on. Let's go raid James Bond. He's on. Well, I don't know. He's been on for 4 hours. I don't know if he's going to be on much longer. Let me see if there's anybody else on. Salem's doing the YouTuber stuff. Solus is on. Seems like we just raided her not too long ago. Bowman is on. Let's see if we can raid him since we couldn't raid him last time. Okay, we can raid Bowman, so let's go raid Bowman. He doesn't have it turned off. So anyway, I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for all the support and for bearing with my tangents tonight. But I'll see you back on Monday. And let's go say hi to Bowman because we tried to raid him last night, but we couldn't. He had raids turned off. So let's go say hi. But thanks again, everyone, and especially all the support, all the gift subs and everything. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone who just hung out. That supports the channel as well. So thank you very much. Let's go say hi to Bowman, and I'll see you guys back on Monday. Here we go. Raiding now.